Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Ayana and I'm going to be doing a curly hair routine today. March 2017 is when I did my big chop and finally went 100% natural, and I'm so glad I did because my hair was looking a mess. So I'm going to show you the products I use in my hair, what I wash my hair with, what I style my hair with, and how I dry my hair, how long it takes to dry, all this. I'm going to make this video for so long, but I noticed that every week I wasn't doing the exact same steps in the routine. Like I would change products or I would get lazy and wouldn't do the same thing. So I've been for the past few weeks using the same exact products every single week just to make sure this routine is consistent before I put it out there and people are like, girl, this doesn't even work. One of those people that really hates long intros with a passion, so I'm going to stop talking and we're going to get started.
So first I make sure my hair is super drenched in the shower before I get started. So I start my routine by first using the Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Curl and Shine Shampoo. I really like this shampoo because it has no sulfates and parabens, and I try to stay away from those in all of my products. But first I just put this all in my hair and make sure everything gets clean before I put in my conditioner. Next I use the OGX Nourishing and Coconut Milk Conditioner. This is also sulfate free. And what I do is I apply this all throughout my hair and then start using it as a detangler and detangling from the ends of my hair all the way up into my roots until it's easier to manage. And I always usually detangle with my fingers. I never really use a comb or brush. It's just what works best for me. After detangling, I put it up into a little bun and continue showering. So right before I get out the shower, I put in Diva Curl 1 Condition. And then once I'm fully out the shower, I'll finger detangle that all throughout my hair just to make sure it's all over. Flip. And then I'll finger detangle the front. I'll flip down and finger detangle the back because that's where my hair is thickest. And then I usually put my hair into a ponytail or a bun. In this case, I put my hair into a little bun. And then I just let that sit for 30 to 40 minutes. Of course, I always miss a piece, but oh, inches, yes. And sometimes during this process, I tie a plastic bag on my head just to keep in all the moisture. And this is the result of letting it sit in the bag for 40 minutes. In the next step, honestly, I just go to my sink and rinse out the rest of my products, make sure everything's out before I start moving on to drying. Even though I style my hair while it's dripping wet, I don't like the feeling of dripping wet hair down my back until I'm ready to style it. So I'll just grab my Diva Curl microfiber towel and then I'll wrap it into a cute wrap until I'm ready to style. This is what the back of my hair looks like with no product, just so you can see my hair texture. The first thing I do before styling is part my hair into 4 sections to make sure I'm doing each section evenly and putting enough product in each one. So I did this back section off camera just so you can see what it's going to look like once it's finished, but I'm going to go through the front section step by step so you can see exactly which product I use in which order. As mentioned before, I like to style my hair while it's dripping wet, so I made sure to re-wet each section before I started. So the first product I take is the OGX Nourishing and Coconut Milk Conditioner, which I've already used before, and I start by just putting a good amount into my hand and lathering it up, and then putting it onto the front section of my hair. Once I get it all the way through, then I take the ends and start detangling from the end to the root, just to make sure I'm getting the product all throughout my hair. I even go a step further and separate that section into 2 smaller sections and finger detangle one more time just to make sure the product's really in there. Next, I like to go in with my Shea Moisture Raw Shea Butter Extra Moisture Detangler. And what I do is I just put a small amount in my hand and I'll just rake this through that front section of my hair. I don't really do it from ends to root this time because my hair has already been detangled, so it's easier to work with, and I just make sure it's spread evenly throughout. Sometimes I'm left with a lot of extra product, so I just take some of it off. Next, I like to go in with my Uncle Funky's Daughter Curly Magic, which is my favorite product ever. Once I pump some of the product into my hands, I'll just make sure to spread it evenly throughout the section. And then I start detangling from end to root and separating that section into 2 and detangling those sections again and doing the same with the other one. Once I finish, I scrunch my ends to make them more defined. The next product I go in with is my Wedod Play Curl Amplifying Foam. I hope I said that right. What I do is I pump this into my hand and I'll just spread it throughout the section, just like I've done with my other products, raking it through, making sure it's spread out evenly. And like I always do, I separate that section into 2 smaller sections, working the foam all the way through. Then I begin to scrunch. This is what one side looks like completely finished. Once I have one side finished, I like to put it in a ponytail just to keep it out of the way while I do the other side. This is just me fast forwarding through the back section of my hair. I'm doing the back section on the other side, and I'm using the same exact product, same exact steps, and I'll show you once I get to the front again, the steps in detail. Starting again with the OGX Nourishing Coconut Milk Conditioner, I'm just gonna put some in my hand, and I'm going to detangle it from end to roots. And this side was more tangled, so I separated it even earlier on, and I started detangling those separate two sections. Going in again with my Shea Moisture Raw Shea Butter Extra Moisture Detangler. I put some in my hand, break it through, and detangle. And this step can even be done before the conditioner. It's completely up to you. Next, I'm using my Uncle Funky's Daughter Curly Magic again. By now you know I split it into my two sections, and I detangle both of those, and then I scrunch. Then of course I go in with my Weed Eye Play Curl Foam. After that step, I'm finished. This is what it looks like once all the product is in and it's still wet. When I separate my hair into the 4 sections, sometimes that leaves a harsh line in the back, so I take a little bit of the Weed Eye foam and I just make sure I clump all of it together so there are no harsh lines and everything looks smooth.
Hair turns out like after 3 hours of drying. I don't use a diffuser, I don't use a blow dryer, I just let my hair air dry. Of course, it's no secret, the key to big hair is always a pick. And what I do is I take it from the root and I pick out and up, which is how I get the biggest hair and the best results. So please don't come for me for leaving conditioning. I don't know why I said it like that. That was I meant to say conditioner. Wait, back to being serious. But yeah, if you don't want to do that step, then don't. Period. What I really love about this routine is that it lasts me 3 to 4 days. I'm really lazy. I don't like to do my hair every single day, so it's good that I can just put a bonnet on at night. I'll wake up, it's really flat, and then I'll just pick it out, fluff it out, and use a pick just to get it even bigger because I love big hair. And that's pretty much it. And if I ever have to do a touch-up, if it's looking frizzy on the tops, I'll take Uncle Funky's Daughter Curly Magic, wet a piece of my hair, and then finger coil it around just to make the curls more defined and less frizzy, so I can just keep going, keep rocking it out. And then by day 5, it's usually really frizzy, so I'll maybe do an updo, or I'll start to get ready to do my wash day, deep condition day. And that's my routine. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it was helpful to someone. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you just want to say hey, comment down below and I'll make sure to interact with you guys. If you want to keep up with me, like and subscribe, hit that button, and that button. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.